Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back, welcome back. Apparently, MrBeast is in huge trouble yet again. A lot of controversies with MrBeast. Good old Mr. Bestial. I don't know his name. I'll be 100% honest with you. I don't know his name. I've never watched a MrBeast video. The only thing I know about MrBeast are the many controversies he's had in the past. So I'm curious to see what this new controversy is, because apparently, according to Internet Anarchist, we have MrBeast here in huge trouble again. MrBeast is once again in some drama. However, this time things aren't as they seem. ... What could that even mean? What could that even mean? I'm pretty certain the thumbnail said something about him being sued. So yeah, we're gonna learn a little bit more about that today. Link to this video will be in the description down below, so please go and check that out. And yeah, let's learn about MrBeast and what he did.
When you're a creator as big and recognizable as MrBeast, it becomes near impossible to avoid
Again, MrBeast. I've never watched any of his videos. I've never even once clicked on a MrBeast video in my entire life, except for, you know, this one right here. But like an actual MrBeast video from MrBeast himself, never once watched one.
Controversial situations. However, how on earth does a harmless video about exploring ancient culture escalate into a lawsuit?
He's in Mexico here, isn't he? That looks like a Mexican pyramid.
Scandal involving not just national agencies, but the president of an entire country.
Okay, yeah, Mexico, yeah.
A popular YouTuber is now being criticized for filming in some of Mexico's most important archaeological sites. Mexico's president is asking for details on the permit and warned that there may be sanctions if that permit was violated.
Oh, I see. Okay, so he's gotten in trouble with the Mexican government,
I'm Anarchist. I create weekly YouTube documentaries, and today we'll be going over the recent events behind one of MrBeast's most unexpected controversies. How it all started, why people are mad at Jimmy, and what the real details about the lawsuit actually are. On the 10th of May 2025, Jimmy published a video titled, "I explored 2,000-year-old ancient temples."
Never seen it. May? 2,000-year-old ancient temples. Never seen it.
His crew visited the ancient Chichen Itza temple and several other archaeological sites in Mexico.
Exploring dozens of ancient temples, all of which hide ancient Mayan secrets from the world deep underground.
Navigating underground tombs to inspecting artifacts, Jimmy's team made a conscious effort to take the video beyond flashy entertainment and provided educational insights about the culture viewers might not have known otherwise.
Well, that's good.
Or at the end, you said you had a surprise.
Yes, this has been found in the last 2 decades.
Oh, whoa, what?
It is a
Burial mask or something? Looks like a burial mask.
mask. And this is the face of one found in the last 2 decades.
Oh, whoa, what?
It is a funerary mask. And this is
Funerary mask? I don't know.
of one of the kings of the Snake Kingdom.
The Mayans used masks like this one to shield those that have passed away from dangers on their journey to the underworld. Can I hold it?
Yes.
This was made over 8,000 years ago.
Yes.
Which means my great-great-great-great-great-great-grandparents weren't even alive. Why is this not in a museum? Why is a YouTuber holding this? Get this away from me. Take it, take it.
Don't tell anybody.
Okay, I totally won't show 200 million people.
Culturally significant sites like these are often highly restricted areas that even most archaeologists aren't even given access to. However,
Yeah, it's a whole little racket, unfortunately, where like once someone gets access to it, you know, they like lock off other people from going in and investigating and doing research in that area. It's a bit unfortunate. Sometimes, you know, like the local governments are a little bit more lenient and they allow different scientists to go in, but other times it's like they lock it down completely. Only this one person can go. No one else is allowed to go. It's a whole mess all around the world.
for some reason, Jimmy was seemingly given privileged access to the area, something he made sure to point out in the video.
It's actually a pyramid built on top of a pyramid. So the deeper we go in, the older things get. Be careful, boys. So sketchy, Jimmy. I can't believe the government's letting us do this. It really is crazy. Not even archaeologists are allowed to go back.
However, there were parts of the area Jimmy's team couldn't set foot in.
At the top of this pyramid is a temple so sacred to the locals that no one is allowed up there. Out of respect for the culture and all the people who hold this very sacred, we are not going to touch the temple.
As unassuming as the video and its contents might have been, it was about to spiral into a much larger controversy.
Oh, is he going to use a drone to go up there?
controversy that no one, not even Jimmy, could have seen coming. By the 15th of May 2025, Mexico's National Institute of Anthropology and History, otherwise known as INAH, released the following statement about Jimmy's latest video on Twitter. Regarding the video released by YouTuber MrBeast, we are pleased that YouTubers and all the young people around the world appreciate the value of our ancestral civilizations. What the INAH strongly condemns is that there are those who take advantage of the goodwill of institutions to commit abuses. Furthermore, the INAH condemns those who, for commercial gain and private profit, dare to distort the value of archaeological sites, which are a legacy of our indigenous cultures and the pride of our nation. Following this, the INAH points out their major concerns with Jimmy's video and outlined the steps they'd be taking to correct these issues. Reading, the permit issued to Full Circle Media, representing MrBeast, did not authorize the publication of false information or the use of images from archaeological sites to advertise trademarks for private profit. The nation's heritage, which is public by nature, cannot be exploited by commercial enterprises. For this reason, the INAH has filed an administrative lawsuit against the
Well, okay, so hold on. What does this mean exactly? I'm sure he'll explain, but public by nature cannot be exploited by commercial enterprises. Advertising trademarks for private profit? Is it because Mr. Beast advertises some of his like chocolate bars or something?
the production company.
It's probably going to be
demanding
something as silly as that,
damages
isn't it?
And a public retraction for failure to comply with the terms of the permits issued in good faith by the institution. At a first glance, this post seems incredibly damning for Jimmy and raises questions about how his team violated the terms of agreement with INAH. Was it because the video was monetized? Did the advertisement in the video count as private profit? Or perhaps the problem wasn't with Jimmy's video presentation at all? A few days before the INAH made that statement on Twitter, they published a press release regarding how the video was filmed and regulated. Reading, the visit and recording that took place in the archaeological zones was carried out in accordance with requests made formally by the Federal Tourism Secretariat and the governments of the two states mentioned. In addition to this, they corrected some of the misrepresented facts Jimmy made during the video. Reading, in the case of Chichen Itza, we clarify that no drone flight was made inside El Castillo. As falsely mentioned in the video, this flight was made outside the structure. Obviously, the video has extensive audio-visual post-production work and alludes to events that did not occur, such as the one that the producers never descended from a helicopter, nor did they spend the night within the archaeological zone or have any mask in
I mean, MrBeast lies about these sort of things in all of his videos, apparently, from many of the other controversial, videos that have covered MrBeast. Like, he constantly lies about this for, production value.
Their possession. Pre-Hispanic, because the one they present is clearly contemporary reproduction. All of them are false assertions.
Oh, the mask isn't even a thing? Oh, wow, okay.
That obey the theatricality of the YouTuber in question. Even the governor of Campeche came out with a statement affirming Jimmy's adherence to regulations. Reading, MrBeast's team acted at all times with utmost responsibility and respect towards our ancestral heritage. All necessary permits and legal procedures were duly processed and authorized by the INAH-MX, who were present during the filming alongside Sector Campeche and the government of Campeche. All of this would lead one to believe that the lawsuit wasn't filed because of anything Jimmy did personally, but rather some mistakes on the part of the associated production company, Full Circle Media. However, this didn't stop people from assuming Jimmy was part of the lawsuit or criticizing him for entering the archaeological site in the first place.
Now, adding to the controversy, Mexican...
So it's not even about MrBeast. It's about his production company? I mean, come on, man. Come on, man.
President Claudia Sheinbaum herself has requested clarification on the conditions under which MrBeast and his crew were granted access to these historically significant locations. But the core of the dispute lies in the alleged commercial exploitation of these sites. In fact, throughout the video, MrBeast is seen promoting his own brand of snacks, even referring to them as Mayan approved. And the Institute asserts that the permit
That's kind of cringe. That's kind of cringe.
granted to Full Circle Media was solely for filming purposes and did not extend to the promotion of private brands. The sentiment is echoed by locals in the region. And in Mérida, the capital of Yucatan state, residents, including tour guides, have voiced their disapproval for the preferential access seemingly granted to the YouTuber.
With the media cycle in full swing and criticism coming in every direction, Jimmy had two choices. Either 1, let things run their course and let the controversy die down on its own, or 2, speak up and clarify the situation. Fortunately for Jimmy, he chose the latter. But would that be enough to convince those who already assumed he was in the wrong? By the 18th of May 2025, Jimmy tweeted out the following statement defending his visit to the ancient Mayan temples. Reading, I've seen a lot of stories about our recent video in Mexico and wanted to clear some false things being said. We did this video to get people all over the world excited to learn more about their culture. Much like we did with our pyramids video, we are not and never have been sued by them, lol. That is false.
All right, kind of cringe to put lol in like an official response. That's kind of cringe.
And it saddens me to see people spreading lies. We filmed with full permits, followed guidelines, had representatives from government agencies following us, Mexican archaeologists to make sure we were accurate, and representatives from sites to ensure we were following the rules. To fully get his point across, Jimmy included several statements from the governor that support the stance of no lawsuit being filed against him, reading, "This material, by the way, was produced with respect and professionalism. I'm surprised that, on the other hand, the Ministry of Culture wants to sanction the production for its adaptations for an international youth and children's audience, which are typical characteristics of visual literature. These adaptations do not violate current law." Regarding concerns about the advertising featured in the video, Jimmy made it clear that all government agencies were aware of the Feastables ad, and everything in the video was pre-approved. He also shared a few extra details that show the visit had other positive impacts on the surrounding communities beyond mere exposure, reading, "They were aware of us mentioning Feastables in the video, but for the respect of the sites, it was filmed off-site from any national monuments. The dinner scene where I made the Feastables joke was not near any Mayan temples. We also never planned on sharing this, but as always, my hand is forced by false headlines. Behind the scenes, we funded wells and water projects in the state."
Great deflection. Also, just on a note, I've had Feastables before. Not that great. They're like an average, subpar chocolate.
I've also been working with INAH on a fund to support local Mexican archaeology and new discoveries because I wanted to help spread the culture as a thanks for allowing us to film. While it seems Jimmy wouldn't be facing any direct legal action, the same couldn't be said for the production company he collaborated with, as the INAH stated the following a day later. "The administrative legal procedure against the legal entity Full Circle Media, SADCV, due to the violation of the terms of the permit for the production of a documentary video titled MrBeast, I spent 100 hours exploring the Mayan jungle, was notified to the company on May 14th of the current year. The YouTuber used the permit to make another promotional video for his MrBeast Feastables chocolate and other commercial brands such as Walmart, 7-Eleven, Kroger, and Albertsons. This constitutes a..."
Is he partnered with Walmart, 7-Eleven, Kroger, and Albertsons? I don't know too much about MrBeast, so is he partnered with these people?
"A violation as it created a production different from the one authorized, with commercial purposes and using the archaeological sites to monetize content through digital platforms. This is prohibited in accordance with the general law of national assets." Now,
so again, it's not MrBeast that's getting sued. It's this production company for falsifying technically this information of what exactly was being shot and what the footage was being used for, apparently. Okay, all right.
Naturally, this emerging lawsuit caused some confusion on why INAH was suing the production company even after they had approved the video almost immediately after filming. From Jimmy's earlier statement, it seems the INAH had their agents present during the production and allowed him to include the Feastables ad. So what had changed after the video was released? More importantly, what would the result of the lawsuit mean for the MrBeast brand and the production company that he worked with? The current MrBeast controversy is the perfect example of doing everything right, but still losing the game. From Jimmy's perspective, he had gone through all the necessary red tapes to get the video produced, even going the extra mile to give back to the community he worked with. However, he inevitably ended up getting caught in controversy on a national scale. Could it be that the MrBeast brand is simply so big that it has become a magnet for contention, or was something amiss behind the scenes? Either way,
we'll never
we
know.
can only wait to see how the lawsuit progresses.
We'll never know. The video oh, it's a cliffhanger. It's a cliffhanger video. We'll never know. We'll never know. Mexican here, some things to notice. The problem here is not the video itself, but the fact that MrBeast was somehow granted permission to access areas and places not even archaeologists can. Yeah, I said this earlier in the video. Lots of people complained to the government, and there were even allegations of all alleged bribery. So yeah, nobody in Mexico is really upset at MrBeast. They're upset at the government for allegedly granting a foreign YouTuber special treatment for no apparent reason. This whole thing is basically the government trying to save face after messing up. Okay. MF went from few people hating him to international level backlash. Come on, guys. You worked with Logan Paul. You knew it was going to keep happening. I've never watched a Logan Paul video either. I never watched his boxing stuff. I never consumed any Logan Paul in media except for like when CoffeeZilla went after Logan Paul for doing all his like crypto scams and NFT scams and stuff like that. Some archaeologists that spent their whole life studying Mayan culture is now stuck watching MrBeast's video over and over to see inside of an archaeological site he never got access to. That's sad. He says he don't fake videos and admits he fakes videos. Normally we call it fraud when you lie while making a profit. This just sounds like the Mexican government got called out for giving permit to entertainers and not archaeologists, and now they are desperately trying to backtrack it. Yeah, it seems like it. People used to say it was impossible to cancel MrBeast. Crazy how he's in another controversy. When you're rich and famous, you're always going to be in controversies, right? He didn't break the rules. He just lied to his entire audience again. I'm so sick of this clown and people like him. Have you ever noticed that his eyes never meet his smile? His eyes were emotionless, but he had a big toothy smile. Oh no. Okay. I'm surprised Sunny V2 hasn't come back to talk about this. Yeah, what happened? Whatever happened to Sunny V2? Whatever happened to that man? It's good old Sunny V2. This is the closest I've ever watched a MrBeast video, and it's too much. Same. Bro, it's pronounced Mayan, not Mayan. I think internet archaeologists purposely mispronounce his name so people can comment in the videos to boost viewer engagement. So wait, he and his team did everything right, but the Mexican government still wants to sue him? Sounds like greed to me. Shame on them. Mexico has a president, huh? I didn't know that. Yeah, a female president. It's always funny to pretend Mexico has a legal system that protects anything. For some reason, is money. Bureaucracy is stupid. It's not his fault. I think the Mexican government has more to worry about than a freaking YouTuber. Bruh, screw their culture. I'm exploring it too, especially if it told I could. Huh? I don't know. Mexico, MrBeast was complimenting you if something was offensive. He didn't mean it. Why don't you finally get a Taco Bell in your country for a change? Huh? Sunny V2 wannabe. He got everywhere by lying and faking. I hate how Beast always has the scream in his videos. You're famous, we get it, now stay quiet. And guys, did you notice his smile never reflects with his eyes? He's done faking every video. Okay. Alright, okay. Can I ask a frank question? Are these scripts and videos edited and written by AI? It's just seemingly impossible to release the things this quickly, especially the length and quality of research. That being said, it also has very clear signs of SI. AI probably just mistyped. I think he's got a team. I think Internet Anarchist has a team of people behind him, but I could be wrong. But if we go, I think he even if we go to his posts here. Yeah, look, he's hiring some more editors and whatnot, so he's always constantly hiring people. Alright, guys, the link to the video will be in the description down below. Go and check it out, please. And with that being said, I'll catch you on the next one, yeah? Take care, goodbye.